a game that I know that we both finished.
What's that?
Cocoon.
Cocoon?
Cocoon.
Cocoon?
Cocoon.
Cocoon. It's Cocoon.
Not Cocoon.
Not Cocoon.
That's okay, though.
That's okay.
We all make mistakes.
We do. Yeah. It's not my fault because everybody pronounces it Cocoon.
Everyone says Cocoon
Yes.
when we should all be saying Cocoon.
Yes. Because it is
Anyway.
spelled Cocoon.
And you know why we're bringing this up is because here at Mustache Ride, we love playing video games.
It's true.
Therefore, in between episodes, we play a video game individually that we found by spinning the Great Wheel of Games.
Great Wheel of Games.
The Great Wheel of Games. And we'll get into the Great Wheel of Games later, but first, Player Pass. Last episode, we spun the Great Wheel of Games and we decided we'd be playing the game Cocoon.
Yeah.
A game that came out in like 2023.
Yep. 2023. September 29th, 2023. It was developed by Geometric Interactive, which nobody will probably know. Like nothing, that's not that special. However, it was developed by the lead game designer of Limbo and Inside. I believe it's pronounced Jeppe Carlson.
Okay.
But Jeppe Carlson, lead game designer for Limbo and Inside, also was the lead designer on Cocoon. Have you played? You played Inside, right?
I've played Limbo and Inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
And you can tell the influences.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Yeah, from both. Yeah, but there's definitely more. It's like thicker, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's dense. It's a dense game.
Yeah. And a lot less obvious. Not obvious, but like Limbo and Inside, I feel like there was a more in your face kind of like
it was
narrative.
It was linear and
you could
narrative
more
based.
from it.
Yeah.
I got nothing from Cocoon. I don't know what the hell. What did I go through? What happened? What did I do?
I think that, and I don't want to get like too far into it yet, but I think that you are on a journey to become one of the holders. I don't know if that, I called them the holders, the orb people.
The moon ancestors?
No, because the moon ancestors were like the hidden ones that you find.
Yeah, what are those?
Those
what
are like they're like the big baddies. I don't know. Like that's what I feel like.
Bad guys?
The big guys?
No, the moon ancestors. They're not bad guys.
No, the moon ancestors are good. I'm talking about the bad guys.
The bosses.
The bosses. I think you're on a journey to become the boss. The bosses. One of the bosses.
Oh.
I don't know that. I don't know that for sure, but
I mean, it looked like it at the very, very end, but I don't know. I don't know. Look, Cocoon, it's like a 5-hour game. Came out a year and a half ago, something like that. We will be talking through the whole thing and showing some stuff. Yes. So if that's not a game that you want to be spoiled on, I don't know how badly we'll spoil it here. I don't know how badly one can spoil it. I don't think I have the mind capable of understanding it enough in order to fully spoil it. But we will be trying.
Yes.
And so just be aware. And if you don't want spoilers for Cocoon, tune out now. Sorry.
Get out of here.
Yeah. But
did you beat it?
Where should we start?
Did you beat
it? I beat it. It took me about 4 hours, 15 minutes, 4.5 hours ish.
Okay. I have 5 hours of playtime, almost exactly like 4.8 or something like that.
Yeah, I just cut out all my breaks and looked at my final time. It was like 4:15 or something.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was about, I don't know, it's not all the content that you could get because I didn't find all of the secret moon ancestors.
Me neither.
So
pretty close. I think I got all but 2.
I think I was missing 3.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Pretty close.
I have no idea where they are, to be honest with you. There's a lot of place to explore, but not a reason to go there.
Yeah.
Right.
Or I imagine because there were several things. How do you even start? There were several things where the seed was planted before you had the ability to interact, like the black diamonds.
Yeah.
You see a couple of them before you have the ability to even do anything about them.
Yes.
Um, and so little things like that, I wonder if I had missed.
That's possible. I mean,
Mhm.
I feel like that's a game where you can easily miss things, but it's also a game that's pretty like visually stimulating, I think. I thought the graphics were pretty sick.
Yeah,
The animations are cool.
yeah.
And like the doors opening, there's some like slow motion graphics parts that I thought were really cool. I have
The
a clip.
music
The
was
music was
was
good.
beautiful. Yeah.
So I have a clip that I'll play
Okay.
because I feel like the graphics were just good. Like
Yeah.
the game graphics were really good.
They were like
Um
minimalish almost, and like with muted
yeah.
colors, kind of, but it was real. What they had there, it was really pretty. What they did with it,
Yeah.
because the colors might have been muted, but they were like vibrant still. I don't know how to explain it. I guess we'll see right here, huh?
This game is sick looking. The bridges. Yeah, like that, like the
Yeah.
bridge animation, the door animation.
I'm glad you have clips like this
I love
because
that slow motion view or
it's like,
whatever. It's like the time around it like slowed down, but the game like you didn't slow down in the
yeah,
game. And I thought that was cool. Like I felt like they nailed like the sound design with the graphics, with the motion graphics.
yeah,
Everything seemed to like flow really good, like built anticipation but not too much, and everything felt good from that perspective.
yeah. And I mean, so when I sat down to play it initially,
Mm,
I think I was just in a bad spot, super tired,
okay.
because I was struggling, man, to stay awake. Because this is the kind of game that's like pretty chill.
It
It's
is
pretty
chill.
chill, and at
Yeah.
the beginning, it's not like the puzzles are really hard at the beginning. So you're
Yeah.
like just kind of breezing through things, waiting for
Yeah.
something to happen. And so like I got through the first boss, and I was like vibing, and I was, but I was vibing because I was like falling asleep. I was dozing off. So
Did you
after
like
like
did you
45
head
minutes,
slam down?
it didn't slam down, luckily, but you can see it in my face. So I have a clip here. You can see it in my face. I was struggling. No, wake up.
You should have took
Oh,
a
it's so
nap.
hard to watch. It's
You
so
should
hard to watch.
you should have took a nap.
Right after that second clip, I literally like put my mic over here and like put my head down for like, I don't know, just like a minute. I didn't fall asleep, but I just needed to like
Yeah.
rest my face. Ugh,
The music was really
I was
peaceful,
tired.
like
Yeah.
it is muted colors, so like yeah.
I but it's like that's nothing against the game.
No.
That's just where I was
Yeah,
personally.
yeah.
Cuz I came back the next time, the next session, I played it for 4 hours straight or
Bright-eyed
maybe
and
three and a half
bushy-tailed.
hours straight. Like it kept me captivated.
Yeah.
So it's similar to like Limbo and Inside, the
Mhm.
slow ramp up of the difficulty of challenges of puzzles and stuff,
Yeah.
but somehow you just intuitively understand these really complex things. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's I feel like it's one of those things where you like I don't know, like where you see everything early on, like the puzzles are easy, but then you get to one that you're like, "What? What? I don't," and then you have to like sit there and like go back to what you were doing early on in the game that was easy because that was like trying to show you what you needed
Yeah.
to do.
Like you like, oh, I for the other thing I put the orb in the orb. So maybe I can bring something else with me or like put the
Yeah.
orb in a
Yeah.
different place in this orb and like okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It was like Inception. I will say that I thought that the game was peaceful and that it was all stories. Like I thought it was like story and that it was going to be peaceful and you weren't going to have to fight anything.
Yeah.
And there was like the moment where I was like, oh, I think I have to fight something. Little gloopy. Oh my god. Oh no. I
Yeah.
was surprised, actually. Like, I was genuinely
Really?
surprised that I was gonna have to fight something.
Huh.
Because
I don't know.
I was anticipating the same thing happened to me in Journey when we played Journey. I was like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be walking. Like that's what it is. And then you get like swallowed up by the big flying thing.
Mm.
I just didn't anticipate it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I did get got that in that first fight though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the first one got me. Oh, I think it got me once also.
Yeah. It
Is
was
when the things start sweeping across and then they start interlocking like and sweeping and then they stop and they go back. I think one of those got me.
Mine was
Does
like
that make sense?
yeah. Mine was the direction switch. Like it
Yeah.
switched so abruptly. I was like,
Whoa.
what did you do?
Oh.
Why'd you do that? Why are you trying to kill
Yeah.
me? So, but that's a peek at the big bad guys. And there's four of them.
I think I have a clip of what the one of the last bosses.
Okay,
This is
yeah.
a later in the game boss, but this is an example that I wanted to show of just how like intuitively, because like at the beginning of this boss battle, the boss is entombed in this like yellow crystal,
Mm,
and you pick up this orb where you can kind of float around a little bit, and you're supposed to you there's only one thing to do is to float into the crystal, break the crystal, and then in the boss fight you have to do the same thing to slowly get rid of each leg. And
yeah.
I was like, oh, they just like walked me right into this. I know exactly what to do. I don't know, so simple, just game design stuff, but really clever. And I almost didn't even like have to think. You don't have to think about it. And that's what
It's
every single little puzzle in this game is. There's always
yeah.
some little thing that turns into a bigger, way more complex thing that your brain just understands suddenly.
Yeah, it does a really good job at like not needing a tutorial for the first hour, like
Yeah.
because it's like slowly introducing you to the concepts. So I have some clips from this boss too, but not because of the boss.
Come here, come break this one. Oh.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I thought that boss would at the end of it because you knock all the legs off. I thought that thing was going to spin like a Beyblade and try to get you and you were going to have to like trap it in that stuff and bust the whole thing apart, but
Huh.
you didn't have to do that. My clip though is about the just how gross it was. That level, like that boss was just like the whole thing was gross.
Yeah.
We're gonna unlock the big baddie. We're gonna fight it. Ugh, it looks like hot dogs.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
about to say the same
I
thing.
know this is probably brains, but it looks like hamburger. It was just so gross. I was like, why does this look like hamburger and hot dogs and brains all at the same time?
Were you hungry? Had you eaten?
No, I hadn't eaten, but I wouldn't eat
I,
that.
yeah.
Ugh,
Oh man, I'd try it. I'd at least try it.
you would. I know you
Yeah.
would.
You have to
Gross.
cook it though.
You would have to cook it because it looked
Yeah.
raw.
Now
So raw.
I almost feel like we're burying the lead a little bit. I wrote a little something to kind of put into words what you do in this game.
Oh, poem?
Not a
Nice.
poem, more
Oh,
of a limerick.
okay.
So
It
it's
better
tough.
rhyme and it better
It
be nice and put together and
it's gonna
musical.
work.
Okay.
So there seems to be multiple settings throughout the game that you puzzle solve through what I call the home world. And then there's the green orb world, the red orb world, the purple orb world, the white orb world. You skidoo, like Blue's Clues, you skidoo into the green orb while holding the red orb. You use its ability, the red orb's ability to navigate the green orb world. Then
Mm-hmm.
you get the purple orb and you use the red and the green orbs inside of the purple orb to solve puzzles and navigate inside.
And then you use the purple orb to go back into the green world and the red world, and then you solve puzzles in those. And then you use all three of the green, purple, and red orbs to navigate the white orb world. Then you take the white orb and you go into the purple world and you use the white orb to shoot things at stuff and mirrors and diamonds.
And explaining it all doesn't work. So like I wrote
No.
that, and as I was writing it, I was like, this doesn't
No,
work. And it's
no.
really difficult to wrap your head around what's like going on, which makes it that much more impressive
Yeah.
that the developers were able to make this game and then seamlessly like ramp up the difficulty of the little puzzles that they put into it in just such a simple way
Yeah.
without a word spoken or written in the whole game.
Because when I beat that first thing and you get the next orb and you go into it, I was like, oh, I lost my red orb. Dang. And then I was like, nope, no, you didn't. You have to travel back and forth. And so to add to your point, there are different abilities that you have throughout the game. You don't have them the whole game, and you have to gain them and earn them. And so the red one is the first one that you get, but you don't know what it does until after you have beaten the monster. But they're all really cool. All the abilities are cool. And so to go into in more detail, the red one, right, shows you hidden paths around. It's a revealing orb. The green one is the phasing orb. So you're like phasing between like the solid and the gas, which is what the monster does too,
Right.
which is really cool. The purple was an insane one. And I felt like the hardest one for me to get the hang of. I don't have a clip of it, but you have to like drop it in midair and then pick up another one. And so the purple ability is that there's all these little growths, and if you pick up a growth, it turns into the purple orb.
That's right.
That level was crazy, I thought, but it was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was super cool.
That's like, it's so surprising. I didn't get hung up on anything for too long.
Yeah, not too long, just long enough.
But just to symbolize or to show like the ramp up in difficulty of some of the puzzles, it's remember those symbol puzzles for like getting the little drone guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one example from the beginning of the game and then one from the end of the game, that just to show like the difference between it's so in your face and then it's so not in your face what the solution is, and you really have to kind of think, but you know what you're looking for and you know where it could be. So
I'll play the clip, but I have another clip that's the exact sort of same thing. But that's what I feel about the whole game, that all of the puzzles were very similar in nature with a little bit of variation, and the variation was the ramp up in difficulty. You know, I felt like the puzzles were similar to where you knew what you were going to have to do, but you had to figure out how to do it. So I thought that was cool.
Oh, hourglass, pentagon, triangle. That one, Under Armour. Okay.
Hourglass,
pentagon.
That's the Under Armour symbol.
Triangle. That one, Under Armour. There we go.
How am I supposed to know what order they're supposed to go in? It's got to be just like straight left to right. Hourglass. Triangle.
Yep.
So literally the reflection of the tower in the water, because you can't move the camera and look up.
No.
But they're there.
So that one got me because I kept putting them in the wrong order.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because they're like, some of the towers are shorter than others. And so they look like they would be in the right order, but they're not, because you have to look at another place for the other reflection.
Yep. And you have to strictly go left to right.
Yes.
But the second one is up there and the third one is down below, and it's like, that got me a couple times.
Yeah. Oh, I see the reflection. Finally saw it. It gets in your head. The game gets into your head.
Oh, do you keep missing the Under Armour one?
I keep missing the order of them.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. I didn't know.
And then you're just trying random orders. Oh my God. This must have been so frustrating.
It was. You can see me like leaning in the side of my chair because
I messed it up twice and got it the third time. Oh man.
I don't know why. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know why.
You got it eventually, apparently.
Whoa. Because they weren't in order. I wasn't looking at them in order. It's crazy.
Crazy.
I
got it, though.
I did get it. I was agitated on that, on that one. But it wasn't... It was your own fault. Everything was your own fault in this game.
Yeah.
And it's not the fault of the game.
Yeah. So I struggled with one puzzle in particular.
Okay.
And I just have a short clip of my realization of the solution to the puzzle. The solution was so simple, I just needed to see it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I don't know. I can't even explain it. But basically, you had to shoot a beam or a ball off of a reflector plate back into the orb where you had stored a different one of the orbs, so it could go into that one, so it could go into that one and hit a switch so that it could activate the green effect, the green orb ability. I was just like racking my brain trying to figure out how to make this happen. And I finally figured it out. And this is my face when I figured it out.
What's the point of this? Oh, I think I found the point. I think I found the point of this. Okay.
Like the gears literally turned really slowly in my head, and then like the rust broke off and they went crazy, and I got it. I understood. And that was like consistent throughout the game though. You get that feeling of just being like, "Oh, no, I know how to do this."
Yeah.
And really good, really classic.
Do you know that part, those parts weren't as hard for me, and I realized like after I played them why, and it's because I got so frustrated and spent so much time in God of War when you have to like bounce your axe and arrows and stuff off of the different things, and I was bad at that. I had like no vision for it, and so it took me a really long time to get each one of those parts done. And the second that I saw this, I was like, oh, this is like the mirror bouncing thing in God of War. And so I spent a lot of time going around looking around the map to see where the mirrors were, and like trying to deduce like, okay, like this is the thing that I need to do so I don't piss myself off doing it wrong for 3 hours.
I think what really got to me was the orb going into, or the ball, the energy ball, whatever, going into the orb. And then once it's in that orb, I needed to have the next thing in the right position to where that gets hit. And I think I even had one layer deeper than I needed to have, to where I had orb within an orb within an orb, where it could have just been orb within an orb.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It makes sense to me because I played the game.
Yeah. And I finally figured it out, but I was just wrapping my brain around what they wanted.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. But really hard game.
Yeah.
But also not. Again, really surprised. I suck at puzzle games.
Yeah.
And I was able to get through this game.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, it was hard, and then you got it and you're like, oh, that was easy. That's so easy. And that's how all the puzzles were. So like, it is hard, but if you sit there and play it and you really like give it a chance, like you're going to get the puzzle.
Just good game design.
Yeah, it's good. Everything's good. And I thought at the end, like it just like ended really well. Like there might be a sequel. I don't know. Like there's all kinds of stuff that happened that was cool.
I don't know. Just thinking about the like the ending because it like blew my mind where
Yeah.
I was like, again, spoiler alert, but I was like, did I just create life? Like,
Oh.
did I just create life, like an entire solar system? Were the orbs that I was fucking around with, juggling the whole game, were those like those were obviously because we went into them and they were worlds,
Yeah.
but like they were probably just like the seeds, the little seedlings of
Mm.
of entire full size planets. But then like scale and perspective are so hard. I don't know,
Yeah.
but did I just create life? My brain was just fried at that point anyway.
The whole ending sequence was really good because it builds up to that moment of like the world building, but like this is the beginning of the end sequence. Oh. Oh dang, we evolved. Now we're a beefy monster to fight. So when I saw that, I was like, we are for sure one of the the things. Like we're gonna have our own orb. We're gonna have a yellow orb because we were just like electrified right there at the end.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
And then at the very end, like you see the thing, like the big thing, right?
Yeah.
Like the big
I
thing.
don't know what to think. I don't know what it means.
I just assumed that you were like just the start of it, and that there was like a whole like another like thing, and it was gonna evolve into another game. That's what I thought. Whoa!
At this moment, I was saying, "No, don't blow it up. Don't destroy it."
I mean, there's
And
gonna
then
be
it cuts to
another
black.
one. Yeah.
I was like, "Oh man, oh mama."
So I thought it was like the like Stranger Things, like the big thing that's like, sending out all the little stuff that happens, but there's like the thing that's like over it, like directing it. That's what I
Yeah.
thought that was. And it's like it's looking in on you and seeing that you just like destroyed its like minions.
You know what I'm doing tonight?
What?
I'm gonna watch an hour-long video essay explaining the whole thing because
Yeah,
I got to know.
But what if it's not that, and I
I don't know. I just know I'm not intellectual enough. I don't got the brain for it to figure out, to put all the pieces together
that's
to
true.
understand it all.
It's sort of like Journey. It was like one of those games that just like is beautifully made for no reason at all.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't make sense.
I have one more clip of that encapsulates my emotions. Right as soon as the credits rolled, right after the last clip you just showed, like right as the credits rolled, this is how I was feeling. I don't even know what to think. My brain is still fried. Oh,
That's true.
Just a fried ass brain. I was just broken.
And it did that to you because it was like, I don't know, like we said, like you were almost like not defeated because you were proud of yourself for doing the puzzle, but the puzzle was hard in the moment, and then after it was, I don't know.
I was proud of myself just making it through the game. Again, this is the kind of game that I could have easily just bowed out of because I suck at puzzle games, and puzzles in games often just piss me off because they don't make sense to me. It's like a crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
You've done a crossword puzzle. Sometimes the hint that they give you for the word just does not compute in my brain. And then I figure out the answer or whatever, and it's like, how was I supposed to know that from those words that you gave me? Oftentimes, like when I played through Indiana Jones, some of those puzzles in there, it's like, how was I supposed to put that together? Like, my brain just doesn't work the way some devs want it to, I guess.
How can I know if that's what you need me to do? Yeah, I feel like that's that's the case. Like the last game that we played, Forgotten Dreams, that's what it was like for me. I was like, what the hell do you want me to do?
Yeah.
And I
What
don't
do you
want to
want
do
from
it.
me?
Yeah, I don't even
Yeah.
want to do it anymore. I'm proud of you for sticking through it, beating the game.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I had no doubt you would finish it.
Yeah.
And then you told me you did, and I was like, oh, I gotta. And we had an extra week, and I was like, I gotta finish
now
this.
I got to go back and finish it.
I got
Dang.
time now.
Yeah. Well,
No, I was invigorated. When you told me you beat it, I was like, okay, let's freaking go.
yeah.
And then my wife told me that she ended up getting stuck and not going back to it. I was like, yo, you gotta
What?
go. If I can do it, you can do it. You gotta go back
she's
to
the
it.
puzzle master.
I know.
Oh.
I know. But I'm not gonna lie, it made me feel a little good that I didn't quit or get
Yeah.
stuck. But I know she can do it.
And so every day since you've beat it, you've just been going out and being like, hey, you know that game Cocoon? I beat that game.
No.
I would be
I've been
doing that.
more encouraging
Oh, okay.
to get it done because she can do it and she would like it. So
She's a gamer, I believe.
she happens to be
in that.
listening.
Yeah. You should go and beat Cocoon because I beat it and Drew beat it. I don't, that's kind of cringe if you don't beat it.
Well, you know what else we should beat?
To the point of if you like the game enough to play it.
I was gonna say not this dead horse because let's talk about whether or not we would play or pass.
The
on this
dead
game.
horses. I forgot about them.
I think it's pretty clear.
I think it's clear too. Not only is it on Game Pass, if you pay for that, and if you don't, you're dumb. And it's good. Like it's on Game
Pretty
Pass, so
good.
it's free. It works really well with the controller. It's a good game. It's a play
good.
for me. It's a play.
Same
Easy play.
For all the reasons I've said, I don't think we've said really anything bad about this game.
No,
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good, man. And it
If-
probably won't put you to sleep.
probably. won't.
Probably. A lot of games put me to sleep.
I honestly think
not
if you
fair.
don't like this game, you're probably the problem.
Maybe. Kind of like Tooth with Balatro.
Yes.
like, That's kind of on him. It's
yeah,
not
that's
anyone
on
else's
me.
fault.
That's on me. The game's great. It won awards. It's
Yeah.
me. It's my struggles.
Play the game, man. Play
Play it.
Cocoon.
Do it.
Now I
Yeah.
think it's time to move on
Yeah.
to
The
the Great
Wheel of Games.
When are we gonna get this, dude? When
We had
I
to
really tried to like.
we had
make
to
it obvious.
We had to practice. I
No,
thought
this is our practice.
I thought we were gonna go and then like make the pause and then say Great Wheel of Games.
Oh, I just went right into it.
Yeah,
Well, now
you-
we know that.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go right into it. I don't know if I'll be able to fix it or change.
No,
But-
I know you can't change, so I'll be the one to change.
Before we spin the Great Wheel of Games, the Great Wheel is looking pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
It's looking good.
And every episode we spin the wheel to see what we'll be playing in between episodes to do another player pass next episode. But
yeah.
before we spin it, we gotta add 2 games to the wheel.
Yes.
One from each of us. And Tooth, I gotta know what you want to add. I gots to know.
So I am going to add a game that I'm looking through my Steam library that I added to it, and that
Does that
game
mean it's free?
It is free.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Where is it?
I can go first if you
You
want.
you go first, and then I'll tell you what it is after.
I'll go first. The game that I'm going to be adding to the Great Wheel of Games is called The Cabin Factory. So I might have talked
Oh.
about this with you before because I bought it during the winter sale or whatever.
Okay.
But it's only $3. So it's
Yeah.
not a bad deal and it looks pretty cool. It's spooky. And I'll read the description on Steam. Your job at the Cabin Factory is simple. Inspect the cabins and decide on whether they're haunted or not. If you do find any anomalies, get out immediately.
okay.
So go in a cabin, look for anything weird, anything spooky. You get out, you press a big red button if it's haunted, big green button if it's not. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
I mean, I don't know. I actually bought it already. And so
Oh, nice. Have you played it? You haven't played it, have you?
No, I haven't played it.
Nice.
Okay. This game that I'm going to suggest, and it's free on Steam. It came out like 2 days ago.
Okay.
So it's brand new. But there are 19 reviews already. So
Okay.
positive reviews. It's called
Positive?
Fleshbound.
Fleshbound. This isn't one of your sex games, is it?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, this is one of your favorite genres, sexy sex time games?
It is. Yeah, I'm excited for it. No.
Oh
It's
boy.
It's a fast-paced and blood-pumping, demon-slaying, speed-running first-person action platformer.
Whoa.
It
I
looks
like the sound of that.
it looks insane. Okay? And it's in a splatterpunk style, which I have no idea what that even means. And so I'm gonna add that one because I feel like I don't know. I feel like we need some flesh blood in this thing.
Fleshbound. This looks sick.
Bound. It looks cool,
That's cool.
right?
As a big fan of like Doom and stuff, this looks kind of similar, like killing demons almost, but like
Yeah.
kind
So
of gross.
I wasn't gonna add it to it, right? And then one of the reviews, that was like a pre-release review, had 5 hours in the game, and it said if Doom and Titanfall had a baby.
Whoa.
And I was like, okay, I'll add it to
That's
the
high
list.
praise from one person.
It
but
is.
That's high praise.
It is very high praise. So
Nice.
yeah, maybe we'll get it.
Right on. Well, that's Fleshbound, the Cabin Factory. Tooth, are you ready?
I'm ready. Spin that wheel. Ooh,
Wow. That was close.
that was close. The Falconeer.
The Falconeer. Is this on Game Pass? I don't remember. I put this one on there?
Yeah, this was your game.
This was a while ago I put it on there. It's on game. Oh, it's not.
Oh
It's
no.
not. It's $20, bro. Hold on. Let me look on Steam.
Wait, maybe it's on Epic. No, it's $20 on Steam.
Oh no, maybe it's on Epic. Okay, we'll look. We'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out. This is the game.
This
we
is
rolled
the game.
It.
We
gotta
rolled it.
figure it out.
Yeah. Oh,
The Falconeer.
Very positive.
But let's
very
positive. VR supported. Oh man. Oh, that.
Yeah,
looks
so
tough.
it's Thomas Sala developer is the developer. Soar through the skies aboard a majestic warbird. Do we even need any more of the description, honestly?
Sounds sick.
Explore a stunning oceanic world and engage in epic aerial dogfights in this BAFTA-nominated air combat game from a solo developer.
Thomas Sala. Nice. That's cool. It
Yeah.
looks kind of sick. I see why I would have picked it. It's a little older than the games that we try to stick to. It's from 2020, November 10th, 2020, but it looks kind of sick.
Yeah,
We'll
it
see.
Looks cool, and we're gonna see if we can find it for free.
We'll see next episode in Player Pass on episode 74 of Mustache Ride if the Falconeer is a play or a pass from us.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I can't tell.
Can't
don't
tell.
know.
Gotta play it.
It's too early on.
That's it though. That's
Yeah.
it for this episode.
We did it. Another successful player pass.